Hi there everyone, it's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and do a quick little review of it in my car on my phone. Now a lot of these things aren't actually true today, because here's what happened. On Valentine's Day, 2 days ago, I went to see How to Be Single in theaters, went with a couple friends, and tried to record on my phone. Found out later, when I tried to upload it, that the file wasn't working. So I tried to figure out what to do, if I could fix it. Couldn't. So I tried recording another one in my car on my phone. Again, it didn't work. So I was trying to figure out what was wrong, and I thought it might have been my memory. I deleted a bunch of stuff. Still didn't work. So that's 3 different takes. I had one with my friends, which was the correct one right after the movie that I saw. And we had our girls' day out on Valentine's Day. It was good. It was a fun video. But no. You're getting this one. Just days afterwards, I'm annoyed because I can't get the video up, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to do these on my phone again, because for some reason it's not working. I can't record. I can record a little bit, but I can't record enough to actually do a review. So anyway, I went to see the movie How to Be Single. And this is about a woman played by Dakota Johnson, her name's Alice in the movie, who has a long-term 4-year boyfriend. She never really lived the single life, gone out and done stuff on her own. So she feels like, let's take a break, let's go do things on her own. So she goes away and meets Rebel Wilson's character, who decides to take her under her wing and teach her how to be single. That's pretty much the premise of the movie. You don't need to know much more. There's stuff worth spoiling, I guess, so I don't want to say too much more. But I mean, overall, I did quite enjoy the movie. I think it was more the emotional stuff that worked better for me than any of the funny stuff, really. There's some good funny stuff in it, but I think it's mostly, I'm tired of Rebel Wilson's her little stick that she does, because it's very same. And I think I liked it in the first Pitch Perfect. The second one, I enjoyed it, but I was starting to get a little bit, okay, that's a lot of it we saw. And I think this one, we saw too much. I think it's just too much of it. And I think her character needed more, which it did at the end. But I think we need to feel that more. We didn't feel it enough throughout. It worked at the end, but a lot of the time it's just too much, I think, is the huge problem. But anyway, who else is in this? We also have Leslie Mann is in this, who plays Dakota Johnson's sister. She was very good. I liked her. She had her own separate story. Then you also have Alison Brie, who's very separate from the other characters. She's not really friends with them, but there is a connecting story to her. And, I mean, her story was interesting, but it ended weird. I mean, they all have different sort of endings. And so, I think that's part of what was good about it, was it showed different types of lives and different ways of, it's not really ending. The movie doesn't give you an ending that's like, this is their happily ever after, or this is the end. This is over. Everything's done. You did it. Here's a nice tight bow for it to be wrapped up in. It does wrap up most of the stories pretty well, though, and I'd say that I liked the way it developed the story, because it didn't just tell a single story, like a single romance or something, over a short period of time or something. It did a lot of skipping forward and stuff, so that you could really see the details of just how life is being single, and growing, and Dakota Johnson's character growth over quite a decent amount of time. So I really enjoyed it. There's also someone else in this, gosh, I can't even remember now, because I've recorded this thing so many times saying his name. Marlon Wayans, but Junior. He's very good in this. I'm probably saying his name wrong, because I feel like I can't say words properly right now. Like, I'm having trouble saying his name. I said it right before, but each time I do this, his name becomes more gargled for me for some reason. But anyway, his story was very good. It had the most heart-wrenching story, I think, at least for me, at that part. And at the end of his story was the best, because he comes in later, and I didn't expect it. because they didn't need to continue his story or anything, because he was just a boyfriend of Dakota Johnson's character at one point. But I felt that worked really well. So overall, I really enjoyed it. I got emotional during Leslie Mann's story and Dakota Johnson's. But I mean, any face, you start to do that little cry face and emotional stuff, it's gonna get me a little bit. I might not cry, but I'm gonna be a little bit choked up and maybe feel bad for the character. And that's what happened. I enjoyed the movie. I recommend you go and see it. So if you want to see, if you like romance movies, I definitely recommend it. If you like romance comedies, go see it. It's fun. Also, before I take off, I'm just gonna give you next week. Jeez. I'm so out of it, I'm sorry. But next week, this coming week, I will be seeing movies like Race, which looks good, Risen, I don't know, and The Witch might be in my theater. I don't know if it's in my theater or not. That one's hard to tell. So, those might be up this weekend or Monday and Tuesday. I don't know for sure, but I'll try to see what happens. Anyway, until next time, check me out on Twitter at Daclus. The spelling's in the title of the video. You can also check out Geek Wars Podcast on Twitter at Geek Wars Podcast. Please subscribe to this channel. It's the Geek Wars Podcast channel. You can watch more of my reviews. You can also check out some reaction videos we've got going on with a couple of my friends, which I do the podcast with. Check out the reactions, see if you like them. Geeky things, they're mostly superhero stuff, because that's the big thing right now, and those are the big things I enjoy from comic books. And we also do our podcast, so check out Geek Wars Podcast on iTunes, Podbean, Podcast Addict, anywhere really you can get podcasts. It's probably up there, so if you have a favorite one, go check it out. Find Geek Wars Podcast. Listen to us talk about geeky things, and enjoy. So, until next time, also, Big Ben's Movie Show. This is a show that my friends do my friend does at a local station. I'm going to be on it as a guest, talking about how to be single, talking about Deadpool, and talking about Zoolander. I've reviewed it on here, but I'm going to talk about it on there, and they will be up, those episodes will be up on YouTube. So, in the description, you can check it out, find the shows, go to that website, subscribe to their channels, and you'll see the YouTube, you'll see the episodes pop up there that I'm on, or you can check out the other ones that I'm not even on, if you just want to hear more about movies. Anyway, this is actually going pretty long, mostly because I think it's just me blabbering on about being upset. Like, right now I'm on my laptop, which I can't do probably normally if I'm reviewing the movie right afterwards. So this is going to be tough going forward from here. I'm going to try to get my phone fixed. Until next time, I'm sorry about this long video, but thanks for watching if you made it this far. Comment below and stuff. So like, subscribe, do that. Thank you, and goodbye.